own ways to pay your debt. Number one, the mercies of God must speak for you. If the mercies of the Lord does not speak for you, my brothers and my sisters, you will reap what you sow. Forever is seed a man sow, he will reap it. Every seed. I went to preach in a church, one of our provisional church, and I saw this lady. That's how the pastor now came and said, this lady, she's so dedicated. Pray for her. This woman has been barren for 16 years. She pay her tithe. She gives us seeds. It's good for barren. As I lay my hand to pray, my ears was open. I was hearing cries of baby. Lord, what is happening? He said she committed 17 abortions. Her womb has become a burial ground. And now whisper in her ears, you don't have a womb again. She said, yes. Did you tell your husband? She said, no. I said, that's what is wrong with you. You are eating the seed you sow. So you can only take God to come and pay back the debt. Do you know that God forgives and forgets, but the laws of earth does not forgive? God can forgive you of your sin of the past, but the earth saw when you did it, and they have the record against you, and they will make sure you eat the fruit of your labor. Although when you die, you go to heaven. No? Apostle Paul, when he was killing Christians, he got born again. After getting born again, some people came against and stoned him to death. But mercy now made people to come and pray for him, and now came back to life. At least he tasted what he sowed. It's only mercy that can abort the consequences of your action. Do you know how many things of others did? Most of these killers, kidnappers are seeing today. Their children will pay later, and tomorrow they'll be going from church to church. You are pitying them. You don't know is what their fathers did. I was going back from church the other day. One man was crying, an elderly man. Papa, what happened to you? He said my account was cleared. Somebody called me and said send PIN. I gave them PIN. They cleared all my money. Every money I labored for 30 years of my life has been cleared. They're hitting the floor. They will suffer. That curse has hanged on the air. Those people that do that thing, they will suffer. Most of these Yahoo boy, I pity them. Don't know that either they pay or their generation will pay because they are owing. When you hurt a human, you're not just hurting a human, you are hurting an image of God. Tomorrow now they'll be going from house to house, pastor pray, and we'll be praying. But sometimes you pray some prayer, look as if God is not answering. You now know that the problem is not your anointing. The problem is that person is eating the fruit of his labor. This is why make sure you cry for mercy. Mercy arbitrates the sins and the consequences therein. So number one, the mercies of the Lord must speak for you. If you must pay back your spiritual debt that you are owing, you must ask God for mercy. So some of you, somebody is advising you, go and settle water people. That is the even worst of it all. If you try it, you're in trouble. You must pray a prayer of mercy. Psalm 51, David prayed a prayer of mercy. He knew he was owing.